Hi, this is Leah Klein, health and wholeness coach. And today my question for you is, are you at perfect peace? Our verse is Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Are you feeling that perfect peace? If not, why not? It is easy in our current world to get wrapped up in things that are going on that we may not agree with, we may not think are the greatest things in the world. But do we let that rob us of our peace? What is the basis for our peace? Our basis is not what's going on in the world around us. It has absolutely nothing really to do with that. True peace is going back to the source of our peace. As our verse, let me repeat that verse again. You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. And the first part of that, you're focusing on God, whose mind is stayed on you. You are focusing more on him than what's going on around you. It doesn't mean you don't take action. It doesn't mean you don't take a stand for things. It just means it isn't the source of your peace, how well things are going or how not well things are going. That's not your focus. Your ultimate focus is on God. And as our last part of the verse says, you can be in perfect peace because you trust in God. And trusting in God means he has a plan. He has a purpose in everything that's going on, whether we can see it right now or not. We're also seeing like this much, and he can see it in vast, overarching perspective that we have no concept of whatsoever. And we are a blip in the history of time. And we don't know what tomorrow will bring, but we know who does. And we know who's in control today and who will be in control tomorrow because he was also in control yesterday. And that is what we need to come back to in order to have that perfect peace. I want to encourage you today to ask God to show you his peace as you trust. Ask God for that. He wants you to have that. He doesn't want you to be in stress and anxiety. Ask God for that peace and trust him that while this doesn't mean you don't vote, this doesn't mean you don't do things that are your responsibility, your stewardship, you also don't get wrapped up in those for your peace of mind. So I wanted to wrap up our time with "It is well with my soul." And if you know the words, feel free to sing along. Nobody's hearing you. You don't have to sound perfect. And if you just want to listen, that's completely up to you. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot. Thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control, that Christ has regarded my helpless estate and has shed his own blood for my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And I want to briefly remind you of the story about that song. And that was written by Horatio Spafford, close to the turn of the previous century. And he is in a boat traveling across the ocean over the area where a ship had gone down, with everyone lost except for his wife of his family that was remaining at that point. And so this is not written out of a piece that it was based on circumstances, to say the least. It was built on his trust in God and his trust in his control. So I encourage you to remember that when you hear that song. And remember that God is your peace, no matter what the situation is. And I will see you next week. Bye.